Hello, hello, my beautiful Aries. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of March the 2nd to the 8th. Let's see what your download message and the theme of this reading has for you. Spirit and guides, what do they need to see, know, and expect? You've got the card security. So coming in with that, let's see what we have for our tarot card messages. What do you need to see, know, and expect as you navigate through this week? Alrighty, let's see what we have, my beautiful, beautiful Aries. Alright. Coming in the beginning, you have been given the Four of Swords, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the beautiful Ten of Cups. In your focus part of the reading, you've got the Five of Swords with the Nine of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune coming out ahead. In the center position, you've been given the Strength card with the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups. Look how they're all ending. Very positive. Coming in with messages from Spirit and your guides, you have the Two of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Pentacles. Here's your King. At the end of the reading, possible future energy, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Emperor, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Jumping right in, let's see what your download message is. You have been given the card security. Now, this card says you might be feeling that you may need more security, and you may be concerned about your possessions and things that you have, and perhaps having a little bit of fear attached to that. Perhaps some of you have experienced a robbery in the past. I think that you're going to, you may be needing more, you may need to do some installation at your home, in your car, being aware of how locks are working or not working. Maybe you're going to be installing some sort of security system around your home and your belongings. You may also be wanting to find and feel security within your job or relationships. Coming in with your first card, this is your life or career. You've been given the card on the table, and it says time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. So it's okay to put your demands on the table and be direct without being aggressive. If there's been a previous commitment leading you to believe that in a certain period of time you would be seeing your position improve and or your money. So don't be afraid to step up this week and speak to the powers that be about this. Coming in with that, your tarot messages are the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So the Four of Swords is all about calling a truce, stepping back, taking your time, not making any snap decisions or commitments to do anything, and especially not signing any legal documents or contracts. This card says take time to heal through any issues, or maybe you're getting over some sort of malady, some sort of sickness, some sort of procedure you've gone through, and it's time to pull back. Okay. Also, maybe the chaos, maybe there's been too much drama this week, and you need to just say that not my monkeys, I'm getting out of here. And so take the time to pull back and rest up. The Ten of Swords says you're going to do that. You may have been held back. You might have felt as though you were betrayed, stabbed in the back. Your movement was constricted and restricted. So you're on your feet, you're back in the game, and now you're heading in a new direction, and you've learned from those disappointments of the past. It's going to bring you to your happy ever after, because the Ten of Cups is all about peace, harmony, the restoration and of friendships or relatives, relationships in general. Happiness coming in. Now, I often say that it's darkest before the storm, but, again, the sun's going to shine, and often it brings and gifts us with a rainbow. There isn't any of us that don't daydream about that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and it could come in the form of time, effort, support, and maybe even love for you. Now, your focus part of the reading, which is also your career and money card, you've got the turtle, and the turtle says money coming slowly, steady progress. Your career could involve moving for work. Things might come in good time or divine timing and long-term position. I think you're going to see money coming in increments. You may have gone in and maybe you have spoken to the powers that be at your place of employment, and maybe they're saying, okay, yeah, we can give you this much, and then in so many months we can give you that much, and so on. You could be seeing that, or if you have your own business, you could be seeing that profit is coming in gradually, but it is steady progress. You've heard me say this before, small wins are still wins. You could be moving and relocating advocating for your business, or maybe doing it online virtually, okay? But things are going to come in, and this is a really good long-term position for some of you. Coming in next, you have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords comes in here, and the Five of Swords is that card of picking and choosing your battles wisely. This is a no-win situation. You could win the battle, but win the war, but lose the battle. When we go into battle mode, there's always risks and consequences. Be sure you weigh them very strongly before you step up to the plate and put your gloves on. The Nine of Swords comes in and says you might be thinking about something with disappointment and regret. Perhaps you stepped up and maybe said things you can't take back. But don't let this dim your light. Sometimes you have to be direct to tell the truth and let people know how you feel. However, the Nine of Swords says, look at the lessons learned and be more positive. Do not lose your sleep over this. It's not worth it. The Wheel of Fortune comes in and says, look, everything's turning for you. You're jumping on that wagon and you're going to ride it hard. This is a card that says, be willing to see a new cycle, a new page turned, a new beginning, a rebirth of good luck coming your way. Coming in the center position, your help, hurdle, or your challenge, you've been given the card Envision, and it is with the keys, and the keys represent your mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. Do you know exactly what you want, and are you acting consistently towards achieving it? Maintain a clear vision of what you are calling for, and you will be unstoppable. Try to release yourself of any doubtful thoughts, okay? Place in your mind exactly what you want and envision it. We can manifest, and then we start taking those steps to physically towards our goals. So maintain a clear vision of what you want and head for that sight line. Take aim at that bullseye. Coming in with this, you have the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Strength card. The Five of Cups, again, is that card of reminiscing and reflecting on things in the past, and often you can lose yourself in that negative energy of regret, perhaps. This is a card that says keep your eye on the prize. Don't lose yourself in those moments of nostalgia. This is the card of spilt milk. It's the past. It's done. It's history. Wipe up that spilt milk and keep moving forward. There's so many more opportunities, doors opening, and things coming in for you in the future. The Strength card. Yes, this is about you standing in your strength, being able to step up to the plate and realize you can tap into the gifts and the talents that you have. This is a card that says, again, beware of the words that you speak. Don't get caught up in the heat of the moment with the roar of the lion and say things you can't take back. It's time to step back and listen. It's time to step back and look at things in a more tolerant, compassionate, and patient manner. The Three of Cups says, get ready to party hardy. You may be getting together with, for a reunion, your sisterhood, your brotherhood, familyhood. You may be getting together to celebrate a beautiful event and have some fun. Coming in next with the messages from Spirit and your guides, you've been given the card Courage. It says bravery, adventure, fatal, and brilliant. So you're about to hoist your sails and go on a new journey. This could be a little bit daunting, and you're going to hit some speed bumps and waves along the way. But it takes courage to step out there and do something new. And look at it as a promising new adventure, because it could come in as a brilliant positive success for you. Under that, you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Two of Swords. These two cards are similar. The Five of Pentacles is this card of taking on all the burdens on your own, feeling the loss, the regret, feeling alone and or lonely. But this card says, this is a card of challenges, but you have the resources to reach out for and resolve these challenges. There's the key. There's the door. Don't be afraid to ask. Never be too proud to ask for help. Don't take on these burdens by yourself. You could maybe not be seeing a situation in complete clarity with the Two of Swords. You feel as though there's a decision you have to make, and you're kind of dragging your heels on it. You really would wish someone else would step up to the plate and do it for you. But once you get all the information, perhaps you need a mediator to lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner on the table. Then you'll see what you have to gain and lose, and you'll be able to step up and do that. The King of Pentacles, yes, he's one of my favorite kings. He is the king of abundance, success, prosperity. He has the ability to be a good business person. He has the Midas touch. So as you ask and go through these doors of opportunity, know that you need to be confident. Hold your head up. Square those shoulders off. You can't make a mistake. You're going to land on your feet regardless. Coming in next with your angel card number and possible future energy. Look at this, 4 5s. This card says compassion. love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. So, the 5 is a number of change as well. And looking at life in a different way. I had said this earlier, with compassion and understanding and patience right now and optimism. Take this mental shift and start getting rid of your self-doubt here. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to those feelings, that little inner voice of reason and your intuition. Coming in with that, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Emperor, and you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, pages are those little messengers that come in with things that pique our curiosity and our attention. This card says you're going to be hearing about something that is going to make you feel so excited. You're going to want to just carpe diem, seize a moment, and go after it. This is a card that says you're going to be moving forward and making and taking the steps to do something towards something exciting that's piqued your curiosity. The 8 of Pentacles says here you are paying attention to details, doing your work, letting the powers that be know the talent that you have. This is the Apprentice. This is a card that says it's taking you time. You're doing things in increments because you want to be accurate. So being articulate, creative, and accurate here. This is a card that says keep moving forward. Others might be taking a new form of study. You could be wanting to get a credit, a degree in something that you can add to your resume or your website to increase you in that next tax bracket of successful income. The Emperor, yes, cool, calm, and collected. He's logical, he's organized, he's got his ducks in a row, he's crossed his T's and dotted his I's. He is definitely a leader of his own emotions. He is his own boss in his own right, and he has that ability to also teach, preach, and convey information of wise wisdom to others. He's also the representative of the father energy. You could be dealing with a father or a father figure. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Aries, this is your general reading, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon.